that's working. Okay, there we go. Back and live. Welcome. So we'll see if how long this lasts because people have been having issues with the internets, and we never really know just how it's going to go. And I was going to do my Chinese writing online today, but I wasn't sure if that was going to really work very well. So I figured instead I would try something else. I would do it on my own and then stream something else as well. I did actually get my Chinese writing done for the day, and now I'm seeing that website won't load. Oh, that ain't good. Well, if it's your first time here, first time watching, my name is Steven, and this is my language vlog, wherein I try to keep myself honest in my language studies, and I post about it. I'm currently learning Mandarin Chinese and some Russian as well, but I've studied other languages along the way. And this channel is meant both as a again a method to keep me honest, but also as a example of either how to learn languages or how not to learn languages. And there are a few things that this channel has that I think are useful. I do have, if I can pull up this, let's see if I can do this. I will share my screen here, and then that way we can take a look at some of the things that are on offer with the channel. And let's go share Chrome tab, language vlog. I think that should work. So that should work. And this here is the language vlog as it stands these days, as of October 7th, 2024. And so I have a few different parts to the site. The YouTube channel is the main focus that I spend a lot of time on. You can tell I have 618 videos, and a lot of those are shorts and also live streams. Now, in terms of videos, I do have some longer form videos that I do post from time to time. And some of them are what I call Chinese checks. So I check in with my own language production abilities. I do those. I try to do them every month, but it looks like I missed August and September. Only producing one short per week. And that's just because the long form videos take up so much more time. But the shorts are usually, they can either be like a snippet of life here in Beijing, or talking a little bit about learning itself, such as speaking and teaching, and then also my own sort of issues with learning languages, my own troubles that I'm having learning a language as well. Live videos, again, or live streams, these are very much subject to my ability to connect and broadcast over WeChat. And I'm actually thinking it might be a better idea to offer these as webinars through Zoom or something. Zoom connects better, or possibly even through Skype. Something where I can do sort of conference calls. I know it takes away from the immediacy of YouTube and the chat ability of YouTube, but just given the YouTube live streaming is not very good for live streaming. It doesn't seem to work as well as other connections such as Zoom. I could also even probably use Tencent meeting, but I'm not sure if people outside of China would be able to join us if that was the case. So that's something that I was thinking about doing, is instead of going live YouTube live streams, offering a webinar, and whoever wanted to join in, they could do so once they get the passcode. Podcast. So I do actually have a podcast now that a lot of times it summarizes some of the things that we've talked about on the channel over the last week. But you can see that over on Libsyn. So I have that, the Steven's Language Vlog Podcast. .libsyn.com is where you can find that podcast. It's also on Spotify. Now, I haven't updated these links just yet because literally I just listed the podcast last week. And I just haven't. They should be somewhere in here. I think if you went through this link, the metricalbio.com link, Steven's Language Vlog, that will take you to it as well. But newsletter, of course, will also lead you to the podcast, and then Buy Me a Coffee is my donation site. So if you want to help with production costs and maybe adventure costs, because if I ever go out traveling or vlogging or something like that, and to offset some of the cost of producing videos and everything, that's one way you can do it, is through the buymeacoffee.com Stephen's Language Log website. So I'd greatly appreciate it if you could do that. That'd be awesome. We already had one donation. Cha-ching. And that's about it. So the playlists, so the playlists are just the collections of all the videos that I just mentioned, with the shorts, Life in China. So I talk a little bit about what it's like to be an expat living in China. Language podcast. Again, you can find that on Libsyn, Spotify, and Apple. I got to still list. The teacher series was an idea I had that I'm looking to restart at some point, where I talk to other language teachers about just issues of learning and teaching other languages. And then, of course, there's some other older playlists as well. And then Mandarin Chinese. This would be where you would find all of the where I speak Mandarin Chinese. So although the vast majority of the videos on this site are in English, there are some where I do the Chinese checks, of course, the check-ins, where I am looking to do more of check my own language abilities as well. All right, so we'll shut that down, and we will now move over to. So the one thing I was doing today is just to explain briefly my own language setup. Oh, it's not working. I'll try Linus versions of this. I am using Google. Why aren't you doing that? Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. It's not going to let me. It's very disappointing. Okay. Hopefully, I'm just waiting for DuChinese to log in. See if I can do that. Where is that other connection device? Good question. 1 second. Whoops. Shuffle through the pile of books that are sitting there. I'll find the login again. Forgot password. Yeah, it's so common, isn't it? And then find where is. There we go. I guess so. Won't let me log in. Great. Well, that's not something I know where we can. It should be saved in that one as well. All right. Let's try that. Got it. Good stuff. All right. So what do I do? These live streams. So I do Chinese Mondays, Russian on Tuesdays, and English on Wednesdays. Typically, for like my current Chinese setup, where I'm what I'm doing for lessons or to learn, to study time. In the morning, I go to the gym and I get on the stationary bike and I practice or I read DuChinese articles. Currently, I am reading at the advanced and master level. That sounds fancy. I can tell you, it has never been so humbling to try to read Chinese, Mandarin Chinese, simplified script at a higher level, because my goodness, there are a lot of words that I'm looking up, most of them which are going to be put into the word list that we're going to look at today. And then after that, if I haven't been doing italki lessons lately, only because I've been focused on getting other things sort of doing a lot of other work behind the scenes sort of thing. And then also I do actually have a job in China as well. Shocking, I know. So that occupies the vast majority of my day, I'll tell you. So we're just actually off of National Day. So we've had a week off, which is a first in a long time that we've had that. So what happens in the morning, I go stationary bike, I read some Chinese. During throughout the morning, I usually listen to some podcasts, all in Chinese, mainly through Apple Podcasts. Mhm. Pardon me, it is past 9 o'clock here. It's 9:15 p.m. already. And then recently, I have started looking at, well, I study Mandarin Chinese, simplified script. However, I also tend to, let's see, did that freeze? Probably did. I've also started learning how to write traditional script as well. And that all comes down to practicing letters like this. So this is I just got these are traditional script. As you can see, it's a bit blurry, and this is my third day. I just got these this weekend, but this is only one example of me spending time writing. I used to, I do have a notebook where I used to write out the characters, and that helped immensely in learning how the radicals worked, how Chinese characters are sort of constructed, and a little bit for pronunciation as well. I started studying traditional Chinese characters now with an idea or with the view that I was going to start learning some Cantonese as well. The big difference between simplified and traditional, well, actually forget the difference because they are very different scripts. Simplified is obviously a simpler version of traditional letters or traditional characters that are used in Hong Kong, Taiwan, and other major Chinese communities. And but I don't know. I've been studying simplified for the last 10 years with the HSK program, HSK coursework, which is the standardized Chinese course for foreigners. It's geared towards non-native and it can be nationalized, but non-native Chinese speakers. So basically, anyone who wants to come to China or people who are interested in learning Mandarin Chinese. So HSK is Mandarin Chinese, simplified script. It is not Cantonese. It is not traditional script. Traditional script, you either have to find a school in Hong Kong or in Taiwan, possibly even Singapore and maybe Malaysia. I'm not entirely sure, but certainly Taiwan. I think Singapore would. I think they do both because they do a lot of business with the mainland, but they have an old Chinese population there. Like, and by that I mean they've been there for a long time. Um, not in terms of age, but in terms of the longevity of the community itself. So I'm not sure if they use simplified mainland or if they use traditional as they did for a long time, I guess. So I am. This is a new thing for me, and learning traditional characters is a like language is Chinese language 3.0, I guess you could say, or well, actually, it'd be more like Mandarin. Mandarin simplified Mandarin Chinese would be Chinese 2.0 if you if counting. Maybe 3.0 because traditional would be 2.0, and then, like, ancient Chinese would be, like, Chinese 1.0, like, somewhere along those I'm sure Chinese people are now majorly offended by what I just but, they have I'm seeing my stream go circle, so what did I say to interrupt the cast? So there you go. That's traditional script that I am writing now, and I was gonna do some, practice anything else. Excuse me one sec. Share a window. Do this one? Or should Chrome tab? Do Chinese. Share that one. These are. This is the lesson. This is what I'm looking at today for trying to ask some Chinese. Fantastic. So these are some of the going series. What did I read today? I read. Uh, levels. Read a bit this morning. Again, I get on the bike, the exercise bike, 30 minutes, 35 minutes. I cycle and I read Chinese characters, or sorry, Chinese stories. Because if I don't, and there's a huge difference between even the simplicity between listening to someone read a story and following along, and then reading those characters yourself. Huge difference. So if you're gonna learn Chinese, there are 2 very hard things you're gonna have to do at some point if you ever want to, um, 10x or naturalize, incr vastly increase your Chinese abilities, and that is you're gonna have to learn how to write the Chinese characters, and then you're gonna have to do a lot of reading of Chinese characters themselves in context. So not just flashcards, you actually have to read the, stories themselves where they use all the characters in context and you're not just on a quick translation. If you don't do those things, then you will have difficulty increasing your Chinese abilities because just that's what it takes to learn the language. All right, flashcards. Here we go. Is it going to work? I hope it does. Where are my flashcards? Why aren't you coming up? Flashcards. There. You have 518 words that are due for review. Would you like to review now? Sure. Start, see word start word review. We won't do too many today. I'm mainly because it is getting a little bit late in the evening here, and I'm thinking that if I do this for 20, 25 minutes, we'll move on from there, or at least cut it from there. One second. I have no idea if that actually mutes my microphone. It's supposed to, but if you can still hear me, I'm not swearing that much during the broadcast. For before the broadcast, what I'm trying to say. Guan Yu, tap to show me Guan Yu, daughter. There you go. There you go. Show sentence. Ardza Green Yu. So show me it's a daughter. It's the daughter. Okay. Did not get that. Forgot that one. Uh Xie Fei. Xie Zui. Apologize. Oh, well, Xue Zai. Gain Xue Zai. Bao Pingyuan. Oh, that's such a do Chinese thing to do. Doesn't give it only gives you the part of it. So this is Yen, yeah. Bao Zheng Yuan Yi Se Xie Zui. It doesn't give you the end of it. Why not? Why is it not giving the end of it? Well, don't know. Xie Zui. Hold up. Xia Ce Zi Yen. Inexpensive. Only okay. Sha Sha. Xi Xi. Watery. Xi Xi. Hold up. These are all new words. Like I would have the reason why they're in here, like I've literally probably added them this week. Something luo. Oops. Show meaning. Shuai luo to drop. Shuai luo. Gu yi estimate. Qi yi and beauty. Several possible meanings. Qi yi. Bao or pao. Gui to kneel. You gui on your si. You gui with your si guy. Gui 怎么说？该归哪归膝盖跪了，你跪了， meet often, common, 常见, see common, common. My isa, why I was thinking to see someone often, but it's just common in general. I got that one. That's okay. 车一 to persist or to insist, especially 特意, intentionally. 一晃 or 一晃, a long time ago. 一晃 in the past. This was 一晃8年过去了. 这年夏天，吕洞宾的家，因为一场大火被烧的，火被烧的一所有。This is from one of the stories I just read where this guy loses all of his stuff in a fire, which is a 大火被烧的，一所有的，一所有了 is everything, but 一晃 in a flash like that. 赶紧 hurriedly without delay, but I did not know the meaning. 终于 in the end, after all. Yes, you got that one. I want to say T-Bing, but it is not. It is something sickness. To do with the sickness. Good, swelling lump. Okay, pimple. 我有一个最大的疙瘩在我的 Don't finish that sentence. 似乎 or 似乎 似乎 apparently to appear. Oh. 到严格，严长, so it's a singing performance. 测试, I said 测试 test machinery. 黄之边 golden something, gold something, don't know. 黄昏年. Ooh, old people liking each other. Some lovey-dovey ways. 黄昏年. 大女 angry, indignant. So why does 大女 include the female character, the yo or the again character, and her heart? It's almost like, again, the women are angry. I don't know. I'm just reading the characters as I see them. Just reading the character as I see it there. 大女. It's also pronounced almost the same. The storytelling that Chinese characters contain. 解决 is to resolve or to figure out. 解决 settle this, resolve this, resolve a dispute. Yeah, 解决. This is one of the emperor's fathers. This is from today's story. Huang Zhuang Huang Wang. 轻装相王. Okay, that's a long time ago. 怀疑 doubt. 我怀疑我的猜测，我怀疑我的猜测，在在我的猜测。候车室 waiting room. We discussed this a couple weeks ago. 确 indeed, both. 几 did not get that one. 尺寸 measurement. 你的尺寸是什么？你的尺寸多少？ Don't say that to. Well, you could say it to guys who'd be impressed, but other people might not be. 接下来 接下来 to come together and form. Whoop, Stephen, whoa, you can't just go through it. You have to check the meaning. 接下来 next, following. 我激动，我积极接下来这回对不？接下来 forgot. Next, following, sure. 猪农、踢农、捉农 the tease 不知道。存款 some sort of savings bank. 存款 deposit money, bank saving. Got that. 存 like 存在 or 保存 reserve, and quan typically like full quan has something to do with payment. So tsun is savings. Under the house, you put the baby, save the baby, and quan, how you put that? Savings. The people with the hats put their potatoes, tu, symbols. So they put symbols of the potatoes from the people with the hats, and that's savings. Yes. How do you explain Chinese characters? I'm sure someone's going to look at me, find this video, and go, Steven, you can't talk about the Chinese characters that way. Oh, but that's what the characters are, right? Reading the story of the Chinese characters. Uh, Fu Yang, Wu Yang, something to do with raising. Yang is to raise, and I'm not sure. This is Wu right here, this part. This is Shou. So Fu Yang to raise a child. Fu Yang. Oh, got it. Bai Dong. Bai Dong. This is the setup. Bai and Dong is movement. Sway, swing. Okay. Chirpy. 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 Chirp. Chirp. Trade see through. 欺骗，你是骗子，识破，我识破。Something like 社交媒体，不是社交媒体 This is social media. 社交媒体 Got it. 证书，authentic credential certificate. Good stuff. We have 千辛万苦，千辛万苦 suffer untold hardships, trials, and tribulations with difficulty. 啊，提醒我哭了，我的妈呀，我的工作太难了，太忙了，非常难受了。So difficult. 甲骨文 This is the Oracle bone scripts. 甲骨文, Oracle bone inscription. So this is one of the first styles, first attempts of Chinese people writing down their script, their words, and creating all the wonderful, fun stories that we have in characters these days. I mean, jia. So I don't know what jia would be. That's like a nail. So you're out in the field. This is tian. You can remember that by that's a field. The square is a field. It's divided into 4 quarters. So that's a field that's divvied up, maybe to different crops. And when you're working out in the field, you have a hangnail. You're like, oh, bloody hell, I can't keep on working like that. Actually, in Asia, very common for a lot of men to grow out their pinky finger because it is supposed to grow their pinky finger, yes, like to grow their pinky nail. And the reason why is because they want to show people that they don't have to work. And that's one of the ways that they do it. So, Jiagu Wen, Oracle Bone Inscriptions. I got that one. Pidan. Something about eggs. Pidan. Century eggs. Yes, should have known that. Oops. There we go. Got it. 社活,社活, 社会, lime, calcium oxide. 社会. Oh yeah. Check my internet connection. Well, I'd love to. Uh, I know you're causing issues, aren't you? Something Chan or Yan, Wei Yan, dignified. 我是 Wei Yan 人, awe-inspired. Oh, in so many ways. So many ways are you imposing and awe-inspiring. 投机, 基友. Oh, 我是投机人. 投机人. 杀鸡古怪, 古怪. 稀奇古怪, crazy, bizarre. 稀奇古怪. 嗯，我也是稀奇古怪人，当然。청주? No. 独居, live alone. 很多人独居了，独居了，居不是住，住 HU, 这是 Ju with JU. Very difficult to uh, get that across, that pronunciation. Just have to practice Ju and Ju. 导航, navigation. I don't know what the thing is though. 导航. 坏话,坏话, change your meaning, change your words. 坏话, unpleasant talk, malicious words. 你说坏话,你的坏话别坏话了. Don't talk maliciously. Uh, pay. P is a measured word for horses. Pay, like the horse. P pay, matching, compatible. 好. Did I get that? No, I did not. 抓加呼成, dry or jai, 加呼什么? Something about the dragon's claw, no, the tiger's claws, something. 狐假虎威, getting out of oh, the fox exploits the tiger's might. 你是狐假虎威,你是狐狸,狐假虎威,狐假虎威, You're split. You're using your powerful guanxi, your powerful connections to get ahead in the world, and that ain't fair. I'm jealous. That's what it is. 公居什么的台，没有知道。公序良俗，公俗良俗, public order and good morals. 隋代, one of the dynasties. 隋代, I got it right. It's not Qin, and it's not Tang, and it's not Zhang. So the only one I can guess is Suidai because I've come across those in the readings quite a bit. Lai Lai Juju or Lai Lai Wang Wang, to go towards, have dealings with, be in relationship. Oh, is this like 香儿将在街头，香儿站在街头, so 香儿 stood at the edge of the street, 看着京城来来往往的人们, looking surprised, 看着, so looking, 看着,京城, like shocking. No, sorry, Jingcheng is the city people. Lai Lai Wang Wang is, so they're pacing they're going all the way. It's not the same person going back and forth. It's everyone moving around. The Ren Min, and that's the people. So it's Lai Lai Wang. ren min. That's one chunk that talks about the people walking, milling about, going about their way. 什么什么里手里矮，人痛个矮，人痛个矮。啊，我的世界，人痛个矮，当然。好不 precious? Hardly, but not the least. 好不好货，好货 is precious. Yeah. I know the, internet connection is not so good. Alright, just go away. I understand. I see you. I see you have a problem, and I don't want you either. Samara, it's not duopin. This is zhi, shi, pin. Something shipin, zhipin, chirping, shi, luxury goods. But not like food. It's chirping. I guess can food be chirping? Gucci, Prada, Gucci, Gucci, Prada, Prada, 奢侈品呢，nada nada，没有钱呢，不要买了，对不？偏向，边向，facing towards，偏向，partial towards something，我偏向奢侈品，why not? What know what to do with them？什么鱿鱼 hesitate，我鱿鱼买奢侈品，奢侈品，然后我有一个黑色的 Amex 卡买了。没有 Black Amex card。BNP 偏僻，我的家乡是偏僻的城市，desolate, far from the city. It's remote. No，就是他们的意思是可以偏僻城市，就是一个城市在外面，所以 Beijing那边，Beijing is right there，偏僻城市 is over there. So偏僻village, maybe village or something like that. Anzhao. I should know this one. Intercourse with faces of. Right. What is this? Nisu. Clay modeling. Clay figurine. Nisu. Nisu. Why did I read this? 坚持、持久、你、nisu 等等。something deep. 持久、经济、很多领域都在刻画表显户的影响。That's not a very. It doesn't say that. It's skipped out these characters. 户的影响. Impression of the tiger. 泥塑好的。消毒，请消毒你的手指，因为我不要新冠病毒。我们都不要新冠病毒。请消毒这个杯子。加工，extra work. processing. I did not get that. Dago is part-time work. Da, as in like big. Jiagong, I guess, is just working of the machinery. Bu Chen, not morning. Jen, lacking in vitality, depressed. Chen is this part right here without the show. This is the show radical. Take out the show radical. Chen is in the morning. So if you are depressed about getting up, lacking in vitality, you are Bu Jen. In the morning, your hands don't wake up, and your hands do wake up and are doing something, but you're not out of the bed just yet. Maybe try uh, 医护, some sort of nurse. 基督, nope. Oh, I say nurse because this looks like who, but it's not. 嫉妒, jealous, envious. Hmm, pity. 难, street side difficulty. Street stall, street food. Got it. 路边摊, 不是难,摊, show nan would be without show radical. Would not get that. 相处, contact with somebody. 保温, to preserve, to warm up to, keep hot. Keep preservation. 保温, warm up. I got that. 什么的想,狗咬, didn't even use this. 他有个好朋友叫狗咬，只朋友父母双亡家境，双亡家境啥意思？不知道。开辟开辟开阔，再也没开阔，什么阔? This is 阔. I bet that's very different in traditional. 关塞, often. There you go. There's a happy word for today. 关塞. 你买的关塞吗? I don't think you're supposed to. In Western humor, you could ask that, but not in Chinese humor. They would not find that funny. 关塞. 多少一个关塞?多少一个关塞? Miles of course. Bye. Getting tired here. 10 o'clock almost. Still got to record another podcast. Bai Shi Hua. Bai Shi Hua. Bai Shi Hua. Just came across this. Bai He Hua. Lily. Bai He Hua. Hold on. Jin Yang. Jin Yang is measurement of some sort. Jin. Nope. That's possible. Fu Kao. Bao. Enter oneself for will Bao Kao 这个无极的考试. No, not yet. I want to, maybe later. I probably won't. Seems like a lot of work. Bao Kao. 正义, suggestion. Justice, righteousness. 我会获取我的正义. 边, classifier. 一边, one time at my camp. 一边在夏天的 camp. 我用一个 anyway. 场所, clues. 场 great performance. 场所 is like an emergency area, location, place. 场所. I say emergency because outside they have it on 场所, 就是房 or 上地方, 场所. So it's an emergency assembly area point. 场所. 柳,树, 给我一个树,一根树,一条树. 谦虚, modest. 我是谦虚人,非常谦虚. Not at all. I know not too many people would agree with that one. 什么的值? Fanzhi. Fanzhi. 什么的鸡? 先鸡. 残鸡. 残鸡. 残疾车在哪儿? 残疾车? Or is it disabled? Train for disabled too, like a what would you say? 残疾阶步? Disabled staircase or something? Or where would you find the 残疾机器? and the handicapped machinery help people go up and down, like in where they have that you can lower a wheelchair or something. Uh, not shanyu, shanyu, xianyu, jealous, I guess. Shanyu, oh, damn it, shanyu, do that. Xiaobailian, little white face. Xiaobailian. Oh, gigolo. 下百年，小白脸，你是小白脸人？你小白脸啊？对不？啊？多少钱？ Those are, would a guy be offended if you probably. If it was a big guy. Alien, interesting. Attractive young man, usually derogatory. 在 they look very pretty, but I think they use a lot of, filters. Lots of filters. 发铁 scrap iron? 废铁 scrap iron. This live stream is literally going to be all me yawning and commenting on Chinese characters. That's the way to win subscribers and fans. 适应, suitable, appropriate, adapt. 适应, 巧,解,不知道. 妖怪, monster. That's from the Wukong game. Bai Shan, Bai Shou. All creatures, every kind of animal. Bai Shou. 拼解,不知道. Yeah, yeah, ready or willing. 鲜明,透明. 优秀, outstanding. 优秀. 我的 YouTube 频道非常优秀，对不？加油，谢谢。筷子或者各种各样 of all sorts. 各种各样. I got that one. 虎口水鹰水莲，虎口水莲，脱险草. Escaping the jaws of death. 虎口脱险. All right, next time. 迷信, rice frequency. Mi is rice. This is lian. So miliansin. And this is frequency. This is not what it is at all. Misin. Superstition. Close. Because you have to be on a certain frequency to have superstitions. Much of learning Chinese is rationalizing the characters to your own understanding. Get that through your head right now. They will tell you all sorts of wonderful, neat and stories, but it's going to come down to you being able to read that character and piece it together on your own. It's just how it is. Me seen, but I did not get the. I mean, I'm making myself have the same Isa, but I did not. Yo or Tong? Yong. Oh. Chopsticks